you ain't with it, then get up the block. Crack your fucking head, leave a husky knot. We ain't all about love, nigga. You looking at ex-gang members, ex-convicts, and ex-drug dealers. Everything is a balance with us. When the teacher speaking, it's a silence with us. Cause we real soldiers for your Howard Child. Other false guys don't want no challenge with us. Islam and Christianity is the biggest drug.
What's going on? You're born and raised in El Salvador?
6 years old.
Oh, you're 6 years old? Well, from what part?
Sultan.
Oh, Sultan? All right. My family's from Chalate.
Oh, okay.
All right. De Chalatenango, you know, man, todos los ranchitos allá por San Rafael. Yeah. So you believe in the Bible or what?
No comment, bro.
I mean, it's either yes or no, bro. Like, you know what I mean? No shame about it, right? Because I understand our people going to Catholic church or Christian church and they see wickedness in these churches. They leave the church with a nasty taste in their mouth about the Bible, right? Because they see hypocrites calling themselves Christians, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of our people have that, you know what I'm saying? Or you just don't believe because you don't believe.
Part of that, and then other reasons. I mean, but part of that, somewhat.
Yeah, I mean, or sometimes, you know what I mean, our families might be pressuring this onto us. And like I said, our people have a nasty taste of the Bible in their mouth, you know what I mean? I understand that, right? But let me say something, man. What if I told you our ancestors descend from a certain people in the Bible, a certain people, a beloved people in the Bible? What if I proved that to you today?
I don't know. Do something else.
Huh?
I don't know. Maybe another time.
Maybe another time?
Yeah.
Like, for example, like our people, right? You left before the guerra, right?
I was there during the guerra.
Oh, you like
That's the reason why I came over here.
Okay, that's one of the reasons why. Yeah, a lot of my family came over here because
I
lost all my
late '89, early '90s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like right towards the end of '89.
All my uncles on my mom's side except one died. I mean, all my uncles except one uncle, they all died, man, due to that war and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm saying all this, right? If you look at that, if you look at the history of that war, right, and who had their hands all up in our politics, you see who was behind all that, right? We understand that the United States was funding the government while that government was literally running death squads, right, on the campesinos and everybody, right?
Yep.
Like, and they were pouring undocumented funds, right, into the hands of the government down there, right? But they were doing all that. There's a school, and there was an old school in one of the American bases up here in the United States called La Escuela de las Americas, right? They would teach people how to be dictators, bro, right? Through all Latin America, right? For example, let me ask you this. How do you feel about Bukele?
Do you want my honest opinion?
Uh-huh.
I'm not a big fan of his.
Why not?
I feel like he's almost kind of trying to get himself into a dictatorship. Honestly, that's what it is.
Powerful. But
nobody sees it that way. Everybody feels
exactly,
everybody looks at the positive aspects of it.
Exactly, and I'm yelling my top of my lungs to my people, my parents. But I understand what he did. He did something.
Everybody looks at
great.
the current state of what's going on now, but it's like everything always ends to a certain extent. Like he's not gonna be there forever.
You know what he said though? You know what he said? He said that as long as mi pueblo me quiere de presidente, yo voy a ser presidente.
Yeah.
But the Constitution, Article 15 says a president cannot be re-elected, and if they be re-elected, it is the responsibility del pueblo que se tiren a la calle, right? The first act he did as a president, do you remember what he did?
When he cleaned house, is that what you're talking about?
No. When he sent soldiers into the assembly.
Oh yeah.
When he coerced them.
Yeah.
Because there were this is before he cleaned the streets, right?
No, I'm talking about when he cleaned actually like the whole like political house, like the whole.
Well, that was a little later.
Okay.
But with the first act he did, because they were trying to, he wanted a law being passed for have America to send him $5 billion, right, for the cleanup of El Salvador.
Yeah.
He literally sent soldiers into their Senate, their equivalents of the Senate.
House, Congress.
Yup, and they were all posted at the doors like this. Isn't that an act of dictator?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's exactly what it is.
He locked the political what's it called, political rivals. That's an act of an act of a dictator, right? But our people are so blind and got rocked to sleep about what he did, right? Now I'm happy, right, that la señora puede vender sus pupusas on a corner now without being charged rent. I understand that, right? But our people got rocked to sleep that way. He even calls himself the coolest dictator. But you know what should anger us even more? He's not even our people, bro.
Yeah.
He's not even our people.
Yeah.
He's a Palestino, bro.
Yeah.
He's an Arab.
Yeah.
He doesn't descend from our people, bro. He doesn't descend from the Lenca. He doesn't descend from the Pipil, from the Maya. He doesn't descend from our people, bro.
Yeah.
Right? And as soon as he became president, you know where he went? He went to Israel with a little small hat, and he went to that wall and prayed to. Just like any other president, they literally swear an oath to that state, man. Right? Like my brother's country, president, la primera presidenta de Mexico, she's not our people either. Right? That's the thing, man. Our people need to take responsibility for our things, man. Right? But the very thing that we need to start doing is start loving ourselves, right? Ourselves, because we've loved everybody else for 400 years. We loved el español. El español. We loved him too much for 400 years. We loved the gringo for 400 years, 300 years.
A lot of us still fucking do.
Right?
It's fucking sad.
But we hate each other. We willing to kill each other at the drop of a hat, but acquit the white man for everything he has done to us for 400 years.
Yep.
That's a problem, bro.
Yep.
That's a problem, right? So the thing about it, we've tried everything. We tried armed resistance. We tried financial blocks within ourselves. None of that has worked, bro. You know what I'm saying? Brown berets, Black Panthers, none of that has worked for our communities. Why? Because they weren't sent by God, right? Now, I'm not talking about the God that the Christian church has taught us for 400 years. We're talking about the God of the Bible, man, that they don't teach us out of. They teach us catechism, and they teach us little smooth words and love everybody. The God of the Bible tells us we got to obey his laws, statutes, and commandments, and that's what's going to heal our communities, man.
Right.
That way we're not going to have an Arab ruling over our people no more. We're not going to have a Jewish woman ruling over our people no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's our message, bro. You know what I'm saying? And yes, our message is found in the Bible. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's your name, by the way, brother? I forgot to ask.
Ed, bro.
Huh?
Ed.
Ed?
Yeah.
All right, my name is Hazah. Brother, Hazah.
That's how?
Hazah. Now, Ed, that's the thing. Like, I hope you take a flyer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know about you.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Look us up. Just look at our videos, man. You know what I'm saying? And maybe one day you pick up the Bible again. You know what I mean?
Right.
But let me show you something before you go. Give me Deuteronomy 28. In cages. And this is happening to our people right now. And a wise, mighty man named Moses. You remember the story of Moses, right? He freed the children of Israel out of captivity in Egypt. Took them to a mountain, got the laws of God, and he told the children of God, you don't got to be under captivity no more. You don't got to be under a foreign king no more. You don't got to believe in superstition systems, i.e. religion, no more. All I want you to do is be obedient and keep these laws. Read. Give me 15 and go to the point. Read.
Deuteronomy 28:15, it says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
It said, if you don't, it's come to pass, and if you don't listen to the words of the Lord, read.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes.
To observe and keep his commandments and statutes and put them in practice. Read.
Which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these curses, all these castigos is going to come upon you and overtake you as a people, as a community. Now look, and this is what's happening at the border right now. Read.
Verse 32.
Uh-huh.
Thy sons and thy daughters
He said, thy sons and thy daughters, read,
shall be given unto another people.
they're going to be given unto another people. A couple years ago, I was seeing a Salvadoreña lady. They took her 6-month-old daughter and gave her to a white family, taken from the border. She fought it all the way to the Supreme Court, and they ruled in favor for the white family to keep the baby. And this Salvadoreña lady on the news crying. Read.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Her eyes was looking and failing for all day long for her baby that got taken away from her and given to a white family. Read.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
And there was nothing she could do. And this is happening to our people. Our children are being ripped away from our parents at the border right now. And how many of them have came up missing? How many?
They said it was 85,000.
85,000 last count of our children
300.
missing. What, 300,000? 300,000. Where are our babies at? Where are my babies at? Because that's how we should be looking at each other, right? As a community, your children, my children, your children. This is how we raised each other. This is how we raised the village at one point, man. Right? And this is how we're going to better our community right now, Ed. Right? Not believing in these lies that the Democrats is going to and the Republicans are feeding into our people. Right? Now we get Jose, barely got here like 6 years ago. Now he's a diehard Trumper. Right? Or Ruben and his family, diehard Democrats, when both sides hates us, man. You know what I'm saying, Ed? Right? Yahweh, our God, loves us, and He wants us to come back to us, bro. All right? Any questions, man? All right? Absolutely. He got a flyer.
I live in Concord.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you kind of far away then?
About 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Absolutely.
And be safe, man.
What's going on?
He asked why everybody can't be saved, and just he said, I told him he's Mexican. So I'm here, black and brown. We're supposed to come together. He's wondering why everybody can't be saved.
Why everyone can't be saved?
Yeah, I'm asking why.
Because God said so. Right? Because God says so. Give me, for example, God keeps His promises, right?
I hope so. Like shit.
I mean, He's a creator. You believe in the Bible, right?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Did you go up in church and stuff?
Nah.
Okay.
Wait a minute, why'd you ask about salvation?
Yeah, if you don't
Because I
believe
think
in
it's
the
interesting.
Bible.
I'm curious.
Oh, okay.
Well, because God chose a people from a long time ago, right? With the purpose that they were supposed to rule the world, right? Righteously. And rule over people righteously with His laws. Not doing no gruesomeness to their subjects. Like, for example, where are you from? You're Mexican, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Your father's Mexican and all that?
Yeah, mom, dad.
Okay. Now, do you know the history of Mexico?
A little bit.
You know when the indigenous got enslaved by the Spaniards, right?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever heard these horror stories, what they did to our indigenous ancestors?
Yeah.
What they used to do, down to the point that they used to cut pregnant women's bellies out and stomp out the fetus, or even bet to see which one dies first. This is the gruesomeness that they do to the people that they rule over. But the Creator had a plan, right? That He chose a certain people to rule over the world, right? But this is all in His plan, right? His people didn't keep His law, statutes, and commandments, so they had to be the ones being ruled over, right? So the reason why that everyone can't be saved, like you said, is because He didn't choose everybody. He chose a certain people. You mean Hosea? Who was that? Amos or Hosea?
Wait, so which one? Who's getting saved?
Huh?
Who's getting saved?
God's chosen people, which are the
I know, but who's
Israelites. When we speak about here in the Americas, it's Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
What about like all around the world?
Now we got our people scattered through the four corners of the world. Like, for example, we got brothers like in Africa. We also got brothers in Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying? We got brothers all over the world going through exactly what we've going through. You know what I'm saying? Or our ancestors have went through, right?
Are you trying to say like minorities? Like minorities
Well,
that have been abused by the...
It's not just all minorities, because what's a minority?
Minority is not the majority of people.
Huh?
Not the majority of people?
Well, because you're saying the minorities all around the whole earth. You know who's the minority when you're talking about the whole earth? European, the white man, right? Because if you want to talk about minorities throughout the whole throughout the whole earth, the white man is a minority. So definitely we're not talking about him, right? Because you look at their track record, we see the atrocities they had committed for centuries, right? Do you recognize what they did to our people, right? And what they've done to all over the world? They destroyed the earth. Everywhere they go, they conquest and rape and murder. God didn't send His Son for them. Right?
Yeah.
What do you got? Give me that Hosea or Amos?
Amos 3?
Yeah, read.
Right, this is Amos 3.
Uh-huh.
It says, hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
He says, hear this word that God has spoken against you, children of Israel. This is who we descend from a long, long time ago, from a man named Jacob. God changed his name to Israel. And us, Black Hispanics and Native Americans here in the Americas, we descend from Israel. We're the other 12 tribes of Israel.
So does that mean I'm an Israelite?
Absolutely. Long story short, you descend from a tribe of Israel, specifically the tribe of Issachar. Read.
Against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known.
He said, the family that he brought out of Egypt, he said, you only have I known. But God created everybody, so He knows everybody, right? But He's saying, in this sense, He says, I only recognize one family, the family that I brought out of captivity out of Egypt, right? Read.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Out of all the families of the earth, I only recognize you. Read.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So therefore, I'm gonna punish you for all your iniquities, all your sinfulness, all your wicked deeds. Therefore, He punishes us, right?
Hey, so if I like go and have like babies with like I don't know like Asians, whites, and like shit, am I like saving their genetics and type shit? Like,
Listen,
on some like Genghis Khan type shit.
Genghis Khan type shit. Yeah, I like history, right? I read a lot about Genghis Khan. I know what he did.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the child that you have, it don't matter with who. Your child is an Israelite. Why? Because it's from the seed of the father. The Bible literally tells us that it's of the seed of the father, right? So if your father, but that doesn't mean that you're saving her. That child is a child of God. She's still a heathen. She's still of the other nations, right? But we don't teach our people to do that, right? We would rather you to go get with one of your people, bro. Somebody that understands you, right? That knows what our ancestors has been through, right?
Yeah.
Because we need to start loving each other. We to the person I just talked to, like I said, we love everybody for 400 years. We love the white man. We love everybody. We love everybody. When are we gonna start loving our own, bro?
Yeah.
When are we gonna start loving our own? What's your name, by the way? Fernando, my name is Hazza. Mucho gusto. So, Fernando, when are we gonna start loving each other, man?
I don't know. I like Asians, whites. Not today. Maybe tomorrow. Shit.
Listen, a concubine is like whatever, right? A concubine is a concubine, right? It's nothing. But when I'm saying, look, but what the Bible teaches is if you sleep with a woman, that becomes your wife, right? So you can't just be going around just laying with the black or Hispanic or Native American woman and just sending her off because you become an adulterer like that. Once she starts, you know what I mean? And you making her an adulteress when she gets with another man.
Wait, do I get rid of the like Israelite, like chosen one? Like once I become an adulterer, like do I like not become?
You're making her. You're basically making her into a whore, bro. Huh? You know, you're making her into a whore, basically. Okay. You can only.
What happens to me though?
Well, if she start committing adultery, where was that at, Matt?
Oh, you like an adulterer. You're only 21.
What? Bro, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Nah, that means you're attracted. Now I'm playing with you.
Nah. You got that? So, if you put her away for no other reason, because the only way you can put away your wife is if she committed adultery, man. Okay. Right? or any fornication. That's the only reason why you can so-called divorce your woman, right? But if you put her away for any other reason besides that, and she goes off with another man, you just made her an adulterer, an adulteress, and you made her a whore. God doesn't like that, bro. And God will visit you for that. You know what I'm saying? He will punish you for that. What do you got?
Deuteronomy 20.
Wait, so does the consequences double on me since I'm doing that purposefully? Like, I'm making her sin?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And you made her into a whore, which is against the laws of God, too.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I'm gonna stop this conversation.
if you made it, look, okay, cool. If you got to go, whatever, Fernando. But what I'm saying is, right now, you got a time and place open right now to actually repent and come back to God, bro.
Yeah.
Right? Do you believe that this is going to last forever?
I don't know. Probably not. I'm probably gonna die. I don't know what happens after that.
Listen, man, this space is coming to an end soon, right? And right now, there's a time that our people can come repent and come back to God, man, before destruction comes. Because you don't want to be destroyed. You got children?
I got 2 kids.
You got 2 kids? Give me that in Ezekiel. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
4.
Yeah, 9.
You love your children, right? You want to be a protector to your children, right?
Nah, I'm fine. I love them motherfuckers.
Watch this, read.
So this is Ezekiel 9:4.
Uh-huh.
The Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set
In
a
the
mark.
midst of Jerusalem, and we're not talking about the location of Jerusalem, because we were a people before a place. He's talking about our people. He's talking to an angel. Go in between these people and what?
And set a mark
And say a mark. Read.
upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry,
Upon the forehead of those people that sigh and cry. Read.
for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
That all the abominations that are being done around us or to us. Read.
And to the others,
And to the because that mark is a mark of protection from God, right? But to the others, read.
he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city,
Now go through that place. Go through the city. Read.
and smite.
And smite. A smite means the word kill them. Read.
Let not your eyes spare,
Uh-huh.
neither have ye pity.
Read.
Slay utterly,
Kill utterly everything. Read.
old and young,
Old and young. Read.
both maids and little children,
Both young women and little children. Read.
and women,
And women.
but come not near any man
But don't come near any man. Read.
upon whom is the mark.
Upon that, who is that got that mark of protection from God, right? So if you get that mark of protection of God, your whole household, your family, the family that you create with the women and your children, they will be protected by God, man. Because destruction is coming to this place. We're seeing the weather. Basically, I'm not talking about the weather like right now. We're talking about the weather in the geopolitical world. There's wars happening all over the world right now, right? And guns are pointed at America. The Bible prophesies that America will be destroyed, man, right? By nuclear fire. But before that happens, there's going to be uprisings, race wars. There's going to be martial law, the collapse of civilization, right? So basically, there's going to be killing throughout this whole place that we see right here.
I gotta go, man.
It's something scary
appreciate
to
it,
think
bro.
about, man. It's something, Fernando, something scary to think about. Because we're talking about our children now. We got to protect our kids, bro.
Crazy, bro. Guarantee you.
See, our people need to take this thing seriously, man. Right?
Yeah, that part.
Because what's happening right now in the world, man, is heating up, and us that we read and believe in this word, man, that should cheer us up, man. That should strengthen our faith because this thing is happening, right?
I'm not thinking everything's a damn joke, bro.
You don't take everything as a joke.